Hey guys, and welcome back to Programming Done Right. So today's going to be the first part of the series. So what we're going to be building is kind of a password program that can generate random passwords, can take in a password that you want, and then can store it in a notes file. Now this isn't the most secure thing, but it's a really cool program that has a lot of functionality to it. Unfortunately, it's also a very complex program, so we're going to be covering it in multiple videos. But before I do that, I just want to show you guys the end product. So let's run this file, and we're going to get, what is this password for? Let's say I want it for YouTube. Would I like to have a password generated for you? I'm not good at making up passwords, so I'll just say I want it generated for me. And how long would I like it? Let's say 6 characters, seems like a good amount, so 6. And how would I like it formatted? All letters, all numbers, or a fusion of both letters and numbers? I'll take a fusion, right? So this is my password. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be my password. And then if I want to quit, if I want to do it again, then I could just press any number. Right now I'm just going to quit because I want to show you guys something. Now we can go to passwords.txt and look at that. Right here, it stores YouTube and it stores the password. Tell me that isn't cool. So we're going to be building our own version of this. Well, not our own version. We're going to be building this. So it's going to be pretty cool. So you want to, of course, first start with opening a new file. I just have one already opened. And now what we want to do is we just want to go to that new file and we can just start writing it. No pip installs necessary. So, okay, right when we have this, we just have to import random and import sys. These are provided by Python and aren't like very complex APIs, so you don't need to pip install anything. Now we have to write. Now what we want to do is we want to make the password a variable. Okay, we're not putting anything in the variable right now because we first have to determine everything, but we're gonna determine it in a little bit. And then now what we want to do is we want to have it so that so that we can choose whether we want to actually put in our own password or not. So what we first want to do is we want to put this in a while loop. The reason is we want to be able to just do this like a lot until we want to quit, you know, so that we can just keep doing this, you know, so we don't have to rerun, especially we have a lot of passwords. So, okay, now what we want to do is we want to write these 2 lines. So what we first want to see is what the application is. Remember when I was showing you the final product, it showed Gmail : this, right? So we first need to see that, right? So what is the password for? And then we need to see how the password actually works. Then we want to see if they want to generate their own password or if they want to actually type in their own password. So 1, or if you would like to enter your own, 2, okay? And the reason that I'm using 1s and 2s instead of own password or this is just because of spelling mistakes and a bunch of different ways of saying things. So it's always easier to work with numbers. That's one pro tip in Python. Okay. Now that we've done that, we want to just write if own pass, because now we have, would you like it generated or not? Equals 1. Then we're going to generate the password. And then if own pass equals 2, then we're going to get a user input and that'll be their password because it's asking whether they want it generated or not, right? So let's just do that really quickly. Okay, yeah. So now let's do own pass number 2, the if own pass number 2 just first, because what we want to do is we just want to get this one out of the way. So we just want to get an input and we just want to see what password would you like to use, right? And this is pretty simple, honestly. But now there comes the hard part. So the hard part is how to actually how to generate a password with random. And random is a pretty cool source because it lets us generate random stuff, right? So we want to write something along the lines of how long they would like it to be and how they would like it styled. all numbers, all letters, or a fusion. So this is what we want to write. So len1 equals to how long would your password want to be, and then style equals like how would you like it to be formatted. I recommend you pause the video here, make sure everything's good, and you just get everything down, because now we're just going to be going into some more advanced stuff. Okay, so now the style. So now we have to figure out whether we want it all numbers, all letters, or a fusion. So if style equals 1, right? And I'm just gonna get, and then I normally would just jump into the letters, but the thing is, we want to jump into the numbers first just because it's easier to do, so we can get like a taste of it, and then we can do this. So style equals 2. Oh, we have to, not if, elif. The reason we use elif instead of if is because style, it's just, first of all, coding practice, and it kind of like associates the if statements together. So always do elif, and then else. We could do elif3, but the thing is, if they put in like 4 or something, we'll just make fusion the default, because that's normally what people are probably going to pick. So let's first do numbers. Okay, so this is more like a pin style. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in a while loop. And we want to make a new variable, because while loops need variables. So we're going to make a variable called x. So while x is less than len 1. So when it becomes greater, the while loop's going to end and it's going to stop. So this means that it's going to keep going until we have the right amount of characters. So what we want to do is rand. Yeah, we want to use this thing called rand. So random or rand is something we can use to get random numbers. So this is the syntax. You have a variable, I'm just naming it rand1, equals random.randint, right? Random integer, 0 and 9. So it'll be somewhere between 0 and 9. So that's what we want to use. We don't want anything like 10 or anything because it's a pin. So we want to keep it very simple. So once we have that, we just can write password equals password. Remember, password our variable here, plus str rand1. The reason we have str is because rand1 is an integer variable or number, so we have to convert it. So that's cool. There you have it. That's pretty easy. That was all of it for your password for like a pin. Now we just have to print it. Print. So what we want to write is password, and we just want to add the password. Done. Your password for your pin is done. Now here comes the hard part. We're gonna have to make it a letter password. So this one's not gonna be as easy, because now since we have to make it a letter password, we're gonna have to use all the letters in the keyboard. That's why we're gonna have to use something called a list. So we're gonna make a list with all the letters on the keyboard. I conveniently already have made one, so I just have to copy and paste it right here. So chars equals, and this is all the things on the list. So I recommend you pause it here, get all of them on the list, and this is how the syntax for list. So if I wanted to make a list 1, you'd always put these, I don't know what they're called. I keep forgetting what they're called, but let's just call them square brackets for now. Yeah, square brackets. So what you want to do is you always want to do that, and then list could be numbers, it could be, they could be strings like I have here. So right now we're going to be using strings, and you want to separate them with commas. So we know that there's separate stuff, okay? And you'll see why we need the chars. And you don't need to make it capital because Python has a really cool function. So we don't need to make it capital. So that's really cool. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use this again, and we're going to go into number 1. So we're going to make a letter version, okay? So all letters, we want to make while x equals len1, we can use the same variables. Now we want to use rand1, or actually no, we want to use a different variable. Rand2 equals random.randint 0, 25. Now you might be thinking, Neil, there's 26 letters in the alphabet. Why is it 0 and 25? And why isn't it 1? Reason, because in coding, it's from 0, it starts from 0. So if we want to access like the elements, right? So like if we wanted to access like elements of the string, we're gonna be using we're gonna be accessing it using like a command. So we're gonna say like number 1 element in list. Now most people would think it would go to Q, but it's actually gonna go to W since it starts at 0. This is the first element, but it's the 0 element. This one has the position of 1, 2, 3, and so on, so forth. That's why we're doing it like that. Now we actually have to access the element in the list. So we're gonna name, so our list chars, so char equals chars rand2. So now some random value in here is gonna be selected. Now that we've done that, we're gonna just have another random.randint to see randint to see whether we want it capitalized or not. So if num1 equals 0, then char2 equals char1 dot equals char dot upper. So this is pretty cool. Char dot upper, and then else we can just do else char2 equals char. So char2 is basically what we're going to be using. So there's a 50% chance that this is going to be an uppercase and a 50% it'll be lowercase. So it's basically all like, this is just all random. And then what we're going to do is password word equals password plus char2. And we don't have to do str because it's already a string variable. So that's good. You basically have it, and now we can just write the same line that we did before. Print password plus password. Okay, you are basically done. Now we just need the last and most complex one. We're gonna need to figure out how to make it a fusion. And you might be thinking, how are we gonna do this? Well, we're gonna use our lovely random. You might be pretty tired of random right now, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So, let's go and let's figure this out. So, if we go to this, we're gonna have type 1 equals random dot randint 0, 1. We're gonna use the same thing. So 50% chance it's gonna be a letter and 50% it's gonna be a number. This makes it pretty even. So once we have that down, we just wanna do this. So if type equals 0, so we're gonna write if type 1 equals 0. Now we can just copy and paste the code we had above. So let's say if it's 0, then we're gonna use a number. So you can just copy and paste this. And don't copy and paste the while loops because that's not what we need. We need the actual code. And then else, we can just copy and paste all of this. Okay, and don't copy the password equals password plus whatever. Just do this. Oh wait, no, we do want to copy and paste that actually. Now that I think about it, yep. So we're just gonna copy all of this code. And I know it's a lot of code to copy, but copy and pasting is really a great thing in programming, and I think it's something that saves a lot of time for a lot of people, and it's just great because then you don't have to repeat your code. Okay, now that we have that, you basically have a pretty good functioning, what is it called? Like generator, okay? So now we just want to print this, print password and plus password. Done. So now this is basically gonna work. But how do we actually make this into like an actual append this into like a notes file like I did with when I was showing you guys? That's what we're going to be answering in the next video. So we're going to actually be appending all of this into a notes file separately. And after that, we're going to show like, and after that, we're just going to be like, if we want to exit or not, okay? So that's it for right now, but let's just test out what we have today. So we can just write password word program and then T. Okay, I don't know why I spelled it, so I don't know why I capitalized it so weird, but whatever. Okay, so I'll just show you guys what we have right now. Share this. Okay, so what is this password for? Right now this isn't going to mean anything, but it will when we start actually appending this. So this isn't going to mean anything right now. So Google, you could write whatever. Would you like to have the password generated for you? Yes. How long would I like it to be? 6. And let's say both letters and numbers. Ooh, something isn't working. What could happen? Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so what could possibly be wrong? Well, there's a couple things that could be wrong with this program, and let's just try and see what's happening. Okay. So if we look at it, we can see a debugging thing. Okay, so password equals password char2. Huh. I think we forgot something here. So what we forgot to do was we forgot to put password equals password plus char2, right? So now letter variables can come, and that's probably it, I do believe. And we forgot one other thing. We forgot one of the most important steps. We have to make x plus equals 1. And I think we forgot this on all of our while loops. So let's just quickly add this. So the reason that we need to do this is because then the while loop will be running infinitely because it will just stay at 0, right? Because we made x 0. So we just need to quickly add this to all of our programs. And actually, let's not put this here. We need to, we need to put that there. Okay. And another thing that we made a mistake on is we need to print it here. We need to print it out of the while loop once everything is good. So let's try this one more time. What is this password for? Google. 1. Let's say 6 letters or characters, and then 3. 1. Wow, this is way more than 6, right? So there's probably a reason for this. And that is very simple one. We put this in only the else block. So when it was a number, it wasn't actually getting counted. So we need to make sure that the indentation is okay. So we had it here, we actually have to have it here. So that should be it. Let's try it one last time. Let's hope it works. Google. 1, 6 letters, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and boom, there you have it. We have a pretty good amount of both letters and everything. But now it's just repeating, so we need to figure out a way to actually kill the program or stop the program. And we also need to figure out a way to put it in the notes file, and that's what we're going to be doing next day, tomorrow. So let's do that tomorrow. But you have a pretty good functioning web browser today with pretty good random. So that's it for this week. Have fun. Not week. That's it for today. And have fun. Show this to your friends and family. Actually, don't do it yet. Let's finish it and then let's show it to our friends and family. That's it for today. Bye.